I have a feeling you get beat up a lot in real life.
Shut up! Here I have power!
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna...
If you ever this is my list of shit that I actually get for fucking videos. And so yeah, if you ever like want to actually hit me up with a video that you want to actually let me know, I usually put it on my watch list. So the first thing we're actually going to do is this one. Now, I went back and watched the video because, like, I saw something uniquely popping up in my newsfeed, and the shit was just like...
Politically charged investigation.
And the shit was just like, the shit was just interesting as fuck. And I usually don't... I'm not a big Twitter follower. I have Twitter, I do follow Twitter, and I do follow... But I don't... It's certain shit that pops up, and I'm just like... Okay, whatever. And maybe that would actually help out my channel because, you know, if your Twitter game is on fleek, if it's slapping, or whatever the fuck people are saying right now, then you can actually push your shit up to recommendeds. But, yeah, this shit kind of surprised the fuck out of me. Now, about 7 months ago, you actually had news stories in Phoenix about how the prosecutor was actually classifying BLM protesters as the ACAB street gang. Like, no joke, they were calling BLM protesters the ACAB street gang because they talked about ACAB. Wow. Now this news story is actually a couple of days old. It was originally produced on the 12th. But let's actually hear what it has to say.
It's body camera video that shows officers talking after the arrest of 18 protesters now charged as a street gang.
Police and prosecutors deny labeling those protesters a gang and aggressively charging them is politically motivated. But this new video is not going to help their argument.
Defense attorneys say the officers' comments are disparaging and violent and show disrespect and disdain for First Amendment rights. ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing has the video so you can judge for yourself.
Now this video, a conversation after an arrest, is...
So let's actually just go over that. Let's just go over that right now. So, it was protests, and this was actually April, and it did make national news, where protesters, about 18 protesters, were actually arrested. And the state prosecutor, police, charged them as the ACAB gang. And if you don't know what ACAB means, it means all cops are bastards. Meaning that if you still support a corrupt system where, I don't know, you see injustices go on, you're no longer just, oh, one bad apple or a few bad apples. You're complicit in the shit. And it's funny, when you actually hear cops say that, oh, it's just one bad apple, they never finish the fucking phrase. It's one bad apple that ruins the fucking bunch. But, you know, hell, make too much sense like right?
not something we might normally air, but it's now evidence in the case. And along with the challenge coin we exposed for celebrating the shooting of a protester in 2017, this is the type of evidence that will be used to argue Phoenix officers and the...
Okay, so let's go back to that right quick. in 2017. Fucking cop, like, so a lot of law enforcement departments actually make these coins. And the fact that they shot a fucking protester, that they made a coin about the shit. See, this is the shit that if you defend the police, and I'm not saying that all police have this mentality of just out and out racism and authoritarianism. It's a little bit part of the job of being an authoritarian, but if you don't see this shit and get mad, then fuck. Like, what? Like, really? Really? If you don't see this shit and report this shit to the fucking news, because we all know that the whole thing about, you know, cops and they hate internal affairs and shit like that, and you go to a motherfucking call and you end up motherfucking shot and shit like that. But like, this is the shit, man. But like, let's let it continue, okay?
A protester in 2017. This is the type of evidence that will be used to argue Phoenix officers and the Maricopa County prosecutors have a clear bias against police protesters and those.
Maricopa County. Fucking Sheriff Joe Arpaio. This is Maricopa County. We know what's fucking going on in this county. But fuck, let's continue.
In the left side of politics.
From beginning to end. The apparently accidental recording captures 3 Phoenix police officers talking for 16 minutes just after the arrest of this group of protesters in mid-October. It's a group Phoenix and the Maricopa County Attorney's Office testified were comparable to the...
All right, so let's read this straight. The grand jury transcript. And you were finding that the ACAB is following the exact type of philosophy of, let's say, Bloods and Crips. Answer, yes. And what about even maybe the same philosophy as the Hells Angels? Very similar, yes. These motherfuckers equated Black Lives Matter protesters to the fucking Hells Angels and the Bloods and the Crips. Damn, I don't like. First, the Bloods and the Crips, because I guess black people. Although, you know, there was that song "Fuck the Police," right? Like, the fuck? Like, goddamn! Like, how? How do you fucking? And these motherfuckers are serious about this shit. And then the Hells Angels? Wow. Let's go.
Bloods, the Crips, and Hells Angels. Now, first, a warning. While we're bleeping out some of the language, you might not want your kids to hear this. The officers who played a secondary role in the arrest this night begin talking about the protests.
Dude, I'm so sick of this. Public is so sick of it, too.
Yeah, they are.
There was like, what, 20 to 40 people?
Yeah, if that. They're a bunch of...
We just stomp on them.
Yeah, if that. They're a bunch of asshole kids. Why don't we just stomp on them when they were leaving? But only a few bad apples, right? Only a few bad apples.
When they were leaving.
Thank you.
Stomp on them right away.
Had them at the thing, they're like, hey, those backpacks look heavy, they're passing stuff out, it doesn't look good. As soon as that first smoke bomb hit,
Done.
Done.
Yep.
We need a camera gas them. I don't get we just gas them and let them run like crazy.
Exactly.
You know,
Just Mark 9 them, gas them, and be done with it.
get the shit out of them. We get the
As part of our investigation, we exposed Phoenix officers celebrated shooting a protester with a pepper ball in 2017 by owning, sharing, and selling this challenge coin. Now there's an outside investigation.
So, they already know that there's investigation. Motherfuckers already know that the body cam shit exists. But, you know, they feel comfortable, even with body cams, to say this shit. With body cams, they feel comfortable to say this shit. But like, accidental recording. Like, how many accidental recordings? How many accidental recordings? Are we gonna get where there's out and out racism with these motherfuckers? They see the shit that they know that it's out and out racism. Fuck! I just did a video last week about a Hampton, Georgia fucking police chief talking about how black people should have been happy being slaves. They got fed, they got clothed, and they got housed. So they should have been just like the fact that they don't fucking they're saying it among each other. Like, how do you not recognize that policing first started from runaway slave patrol to what we have now? But cops do good things. Is it the shit that we have that they do when we're not there? But let's continue.
But back to the quote, gang of protesters. Phoenix and MCAO call them the ACAB gang for 3 reasons. 1, they chanted ACAB or all cops are bastards. 2, wore mostly black. And 3, they carried umbrellas, a common protest trick to block pepper spray and gas.
I haven't seen the umbrella tricks yet. That's the umbrella
That's new.
That's a new thing.
Still, you make it go up in the air and come down on them. Still get hit on them.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Like, for real? They're celebrating ways of actually fucking harming protesters. Like, oh yeah, pop that shit like it's Angry Birds. Pop it up, and then just motherfucking it'll rain down on them. Like, yeah, pop, 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 pop. Like, they're fucking almost happy that they can get motherfucking pepper spray on these, as they call it, shit kids. But let's continue.
I was worried that, I told boss, like, I watched Batman. I saw what Penguin did with that umbrella. He's got a gun behind the umbrella.
What the fuck now? Did she just say, I don't know what they do with umbrellas? And I don't know if she's serious or she's joking. Because everything's a threat to a cop. And I am fucking serious with that one. I don't know if she's too fucking stupid or too fucking clever to fucking try to make that as, oh, they had an umbrella and I watched Batman and like, what the fuck? What the fuck? For real, what the fuck? But let's continue.
I'm waiting for them to just turn totally violent.
Yeah. Oh, it's been happening.
Exactly.
As a reminder, a judge in a hearing in this case did not find the group's actions violent that night.
The court does not believe that was a threat of violence.
Another part of the officer's conversation shifts to the 3 talking about body cameras and why it was better before they had to wear them.
So watch this shit. Watch this shit. This is why they don't want to wear body cams. Because, remember how they said black people lied about it? Black people lied about police brutality. But this is the shit. Watch.
Actually want to do the job, like we did 10, 15 years ago. But it's never going to come back.
Everyone's going to find. Clear out.
If it ever came back and they said, guys, just kick some out there and reduce crime,
Yeah.
I'd say, okay.
So you won't be in handcuffs and doing your job?
Right.
Going, oh, let me go watch that body cam video just in case he might have struck somebody.
It's ironic that they're talking about body cam videos and they are literally doing the shit that they're complaining about. It's going to lead to them hopefully losing their job. Hopefully. And the fucking fact is, this is the shit that black folks have been talking about. This is exactly the shit that black folks has been talking about. How the fact that cops want to fucking hurt people. They want to hurt people. They have no qualms about the shit. It makes their job easier. They don't have fucking handcuffs on them. Like, I actually watched it earlier. Yeah, hold on, guys. I'm going to actually try to bring it up. Let's see. Don't make fun of my history. It's kind of crazy. Because I was looking at the protests, and some of the protests that we actually would have saw. This is a protest.
This is the Phoenix Police Department. Please move back.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Is he okay?
Yeah. Violent people, right? These are violent people, right? They're just they're just chatting. But these motherfuckers like, yeah, I can't wait till they get violent. Ooh, shit. Then I get to mow down protesters. But let's continue.
Yeah. I remember back when it was so much nicer.
Go ahead, tear down 6-1. I think this. Tear down Adam. That's taking the job down.
Yep.
If I had to just pick one thing, and if you're in traffic position at the intersection, just stay until.
Wait. So he said if I had to pick one thing, he pointed to his body cam, obviously, or he's talking about it off screen. But there's others. Like what? What other things can you not do that you can't like you can't fuck up people? Like the fuck? Wow. Let's finish this shit out.
Much of our discretion to be cool with people, like little bags of dope and stuff, where we would grind it into the ground and go, hey.
Or the meth pipe.
Yeah, or the pipe.
It's like listening to myself talk.
At the end, the two officers in the car drive back to the station.
Like, did we just hear about them fucking planting evidence?
At the end, the two officers in the car drive back.
Grind it into the ground and go, hey.
It's taking so much of our discretion to be cool with people, like with the little baggies of dope and stuff we were grinding into the ground, and the meth pipes. Oh, so you selectively figured out who you want to actually enforce laws on. I wonder who the people that you really enforce the laws on. Really?
Hey.
Or the meth pipe.
Yeah, or the pipe.
It's like listening to myself talk.
At the end, the two officers in the car drive back to the station, and someone on the street yells, "Go home."
Go home. I do.
I want to.
Yeah. Thanks. Liberal pieces of. All right, I'm gonna go south.
Now to reemphasize two things.
All right, so I think there was a little bit left.
These rank and file officers don't like wearing body cameras because they can't do what they used to do at a time when Phoenix's use of force has become a serious concern. And two, this is the type of evidence police and prosecutors will have to overcome to prove they're not wildly exaggerating and lying when it comes to comparing this group to deadly, long-standing, notorious gangs, and to prove these arrests and aggressive prosecutions are not politically motivated. Now,
wow. Okay.
If you want to
so they have to
Brexit,
actually prove that these aren't politically motivated. I think they're gonna have a hard time proving that shit. Like I do. I just do. Like I don't know what to say. Like wow, that was a motherfucking thing. That was a motherfucking thing. Wow. I don't know what else to say. Like, police actually don't want to do body cams because, yeah, liberals pieces of shit. Right, Vegeta? Right, Vegeta? This shit is fucking crazy. Like, when you actually have it where people actually believe that because you disagree with them with the role of, our government or how people should express themselves, and you fucking demonize the hell out of them because you have 40 years of fucking propaganda that you feel that they're fucking subhuman. Or in some cases, literal centuries. The shit is fucking, I don't know what else to say, man. It's one of those things where it's just like, we have evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence that cops don't give a fuck about people. They may show some discretion about the people that they feel that they relate to, but you guys saw it. You guys saw the shit that I played. It wasn't just black people that they were, you know, doing those flashbangs against. It was white people too. And for all you conservatives, like any conservatives who actually watch my shit, who actually think that you're immune, well, when they get rid of us and we can no longer be the scapegoats, who the fuck did you think they're coming for next? I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, please, if you want to actually help support voices where you actually get different voices, different-ish voices from myself, and actually want to help support the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Click that link down at the bottom, which would actually take you to my other social media pages. And yeah, hit that notification at the bottom. Thank you.